My name's Liz Foster and I'm a writer and author. I've done many courses with the Australian Writers Centre and every single one of them has been transformative. I have published my debut novel. It's called The Good Woman's Guide to Making Better Choices and it's with Affirm Press. So my novel is commercial fiction set between Bondi and Beechworth in Victoria, and it features a family, Libby and Ludo and their kids, and they live in Bondi. And then one day there's a knock at the door and Ludo is arrested, and it turns out that he's been committing financial fraud. And Libby has to somehow find a way to go through this turmoil that her husband's created. I have a long career as a strategic marketer and I'd never thought about creative writing. And then a few years ago, I was recuperating from an illness and I had many months of time on my hands and I thought, I think I'm going to do something different. So the first course I ever did with the Australian Writers Centre was Creative Writing Stage 1. And it was just wonderful because everyone else doing the course is just like you. People that kind of think they might like to have a go at writing, but they don't really know where to start. And then before you know it, you're all in a safe forum together with a tutor that just takes you along every step of the way. It really does ignite the joy of writing. So one of the later courses I signed up for with the Australian Writers Centre was How to Write Your Novel. And if I hadn't done that course, I would never have written a novel, 100%. The thing I found the most useful was the way that every single course has something different to offer every single writer at every single stage of their writing. And wherever you're at, if you're stuck, if you've got writer's block, if you need connections, if you need a publisher, whatever it might be, there's always something that can help you. And for me, that it was an absolute fulcrum when I went from writing something that I enjoyed doing to becoming absolutely passionate about it and it becoming my life. So who knows, it could transform your life too. So when I first found out that I was going to be published, and then I started running around the room like a lunatic, obviously, but everybody else was on the same path as me in the sense of kind of supporting, but is it really ever going to happen? So when it did, I wouldn't say it was an anticlimax, but it took a long time to get my head around it. So I would absolutely recommend the Australian Writers Centre courses to anyone that's ever considered the joy of writing. If it wasn't for the Australian Writers Centre, my entire life would be different, and that's not an overstatement. Through the Australian Writers Centre, I really discovered my joy of creative writing. I spent many years imagining becoming a published author and I became quite obsessive about it, actually. I went from never thinking about writing to thinking about it all the time, and that's what happened. I just persisted in my dreams.